everybody, and welcome to Cosmic Road Trip. Actually, it's our very first maiden voyage of Cosmic Road Trip. And boy, do we have a lot of cool stuff to tell you about. I am Maggie. I'm here on the road with my son John and the
Hello.
cutest puppies in the entire universe. And I think I was going to say something like Cosmic Road Trip. Oh, coming up on we're driving. We are actually on a Cosmic Road Trip on this very first Cosmic Road Trip, and we are just passing through Arizona back into California for a little while. And this is our second trip out to the place where I have my little portable art studio set up out in Casa Grande, Arizona. And there are a lot of big trucks all around us. I'm going to be quiet for a sec and let John speak.
Well, what would you like me to...
Well, why don't you just start maybe...
So this Cosmic Road Trip, it's about telling stories. It's about sharing our authentic selves, our myriad of strange experiences that we've had throughout our lives, our insights into those experiences potentially, and I don't know, maybe this is just an exercise for us to step out of our comfort zone a little bit and open up.
Excellent,
to the world. So I don't know.
Yes.
It may seem a little disjointed this first time, but I think we have some interesting tales to regale you with.
Yeah. So the very first one that we're going to talk about tonight is that was right up.
Whoa! Having to pass me on the right? Oh, that's nice. Jeez. Okay. The cops in Arizona. Well, I guess we're not technically in Arizona anymore, but the cops in Arizona are. Whoa. Boy.
So it's night. It's actually.
It's technically morning. It's technically morning. We decided to drive. We decided to drive overnight because I don't know, the heat index in Casa Grande, Arizona was going to be reaching an estimated 111 degrees for 3 days straight, and no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And then we saw a black helicopter that was buzzing right around where we were living, and we thought, okay.
Maybe not, given.
We were already packed up and ready to go, and then it buzzed us, and we're like, oh,
bye.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the deal is Arizona. And the last time, before this time, I came out and decided to bring John, who is my eldest child, and our two adorable dogs out so we could work on popping another Red Bull.
Yeah. Reggie and Peach.
Reggie and Peach are the cutest in the world, and we needed to do some socializing and some training on a leash and things like that, and we were going to be working on some music and some art and some collaborating, and so while we were out here, well, it was May 11th.
Yeah.
And John had gone to town.
Yeah, I went to town like I did, most days. I'd go to the Starbucks and take advantage of the Wi-Fi, which we didn't have in our spot. And I was coming back and the sun was going down, and it was just a particularly brilliant sunset in this vast open sky here. And the clouds were looking really weird, and so I was making note of all that. I got back to the place, and then we decided fairly shortly after that to take the dogs to the dog park. And so we did that. And my mom, she grabbed her phone, which was very fortuitous. And we made our way to the dog park, played with them for a little while. The dog park, as a side note,
the dog park.
The dog park was like, I don't know, haunted or some shit. I'm not really sure what exactly was going on there, but the motion lights were coming on. The motion lights, the motion detectors, which were pointed away from us, and there was no activity in the park whatsoever. They were coming on, and so we were already kind of like, I don't know, a little on edge, a little creeped out.
And the clouds. You haven't really gone into the clouds. Oh, yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah, so the clouds were very strange that night. And when we were coming out of the dog park and then walking back, and we're in this like kind of dark alley little area. And by the way,
dark.
Yeah, by the way, we should add that this place that we were staying was about 10 miles from a town that's already not much of a town. So, it's far and away from everything. It's away from civilization. It's dark. It's quiet. Everyone in that neighborhood was already in bed at 9 o'clock when this happened, when we were out there. It's very quiet. And so we walk out from the dog park, and the clouds were just doing this crazy stuff.
So this is the thing about these clouds, and even when we just walked out to go to the dog park, I saw them, and I'm like, I've seen these clouds a couple of times, and every time I've seen them, it's been a scene, it's been something. So I had a feeling there was something going on with the clouds, and John did too. It's like right away we could feel like there were things in the clouds that they didn't even look like clouds. Now I know for sure when I see this particular quality of vapor, whatever.
Well, the clouds,
it's so weird.
The clouds themselves looked like
holographic.
They looked like big fingers. So the shape.
There's
the shape of the clouds that looked like they were maybe hiding a mothership or something. They were crossing the entire sky.
Yeah,
from horizon to horizon.
Looked like a cell pulling apart, but it was actually like two cells coming back into one in the center. Yeah. So these two hands the fingers were meeting over us.
Over our heads.
In the center, and what would be like the palm of the hands were coming toward us. And as the palm was coming toward us, all we saw were weird clouds, but as it was sliding toward us, suddenly I saw an ultrasound face, and I swear it was representative of the son that I lost in 1999. You good? Okay. In 1999, and then the face, it morphed over into what you would call like a standard.
Did you mean 99?
Did I? What'd I say?
89.
Did I say 89? No, I had a kid that year too.
Well, yes, you did.
I did.
That is technically true.
I did. Yeah. So no, 1999. I lost someone very special, and then it morphed over into like a standard gray alien face, great big eyes. And that also that's another story for another day of an encounter that I had a lot of years ago.
Yeah, and
we had a lot of encounters with a particular.
We've had encounters, with the particular one, but also we've had encounters with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
our entire lives going back to childhood, all that stuff. So we have
all the way back.
Stories for other cosmic road trips, I think. But for this one, I think we're going to stay on track.
Yeah,
we're going to tell this. We're going to tell this one story because it's insane.
Whack-a-doodle-doo. Here we go.
So
let's see.
The clouds.
The clouds.
It's a gray alien face.
It's a gray alien face, and this is
the big black eyes.
So the big black eyes.
And we're looking at it, and it's skating towards us.
It's like skating over. Like it looks like okay, first off, we feel like we're in a Spielberg film.
Yeah.
So it's like coming at us like this black.
What the fuck was that? Okay, all right.
Guys.
All right.
That wasn't real. That was
man. These semi trucks look like UFOs. Okay, I'm just saying. Some of them are really weird. Okay. Whatever.
That
wow.
looked like a circus train.
What the
I don't know
fuck?
what the hell.
I didn't know the circus was in town. All right, let's just keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Fuck, man. Okay.
It's late. It's early.
Okay.
All right.
Clouds
so the
are coming towards us.
So there's this alien face, and by the way, all this is happening like a pane of glass. Like, we don't know. We think a couple 100 feet. We think max like 400 feet. Like somewhere close. In there. Like it was all real close. The clouds are skating in, and we could see structure in there. There was like structure in it, and we knew it was there. We could feel it. And then, so this face all of a sudden comes at us like down toward us, like in pretty like a Demeter cloud, like we're in Harry fucking Potter.
It was sliding across glass. So it was like the clouds were coming over this like invisible barrier.
Yeah, and then they
started coming down,
and we're like, whoa!
I was like, what? Clouds don't do that.
So I grabbed my camera. Yeah. I grabbed my device.
By the way, all of this happened in the span of very not a long time, like at all.
So fast.
Yeah, it was all very fast, like just minutes, just a few minutes.
Grab my phone, and the camera automatically makes long exposures. So within 29 seconds, just as John likes to say, Magoo, just la-li-li-la. Click.
Yeah, clickety-click. At the clouds. Yeah, that's what you took pictures of.
Quote-unquote clouds.
Quote-unquote clouds.
Oh, my God, the clouds.
Which were definitely strange. Okay, so Mima snaps some pics, and then we just walk back to the trailer.
Oh, no, on the way, though. So,
well, yeah. I mean, we noticed
on the way, we're looking over at this gigantic saucer-shaped, huge cloud, like from horizon to horizon, coming over, and that was fascinating. So that was going on. And then there were other clouds I wish I had taken pictures of, but I was going to take a picture of this big feather that clouds turned into this beautiful feather, which was an interesting thing. Like somebody had mentioned to me a few days before that to look out for a feather as a sign, and I saw it, and I picked it up, and I was looking at the pictures, and I almost deleted them because I could see there was. Is it going?
Yes.
Okay.
It said it's recording. I don't know, man. It's a really, really, really terrible Chinese phone that we're using right now. So I'm not trying to be.
It's bad. It's going to be so much better in the future, but this is fun. This is creepy.
We probably got fucking road sounds and car sounds.
It's bad. Yeah. Whatever.
Hey, we're not there yet.
Hey, where were we? Okay.
I
glanced at I glanced at them,
quickly.
And I'm like, I see that there's some kind of light artifact in the pictures
as thumbnails.
Little thumbnails, yeah. And so I almost just went, oh, well, fuck this, and got rid of them, and thank God I didn't. But something told me, no, take a look at those in the morning, and weirdly, we like shuffled back to the place, and
we were knocked out. Let me just put it that way.
We fell right to sleep. It was so weird that we never slept again.
By the way, I'm going to add our sleeping situation here. Mom is in the camper on a fairly nice bed, I might add. I'm in the car on a beanbag mattress, just laid out in the back of the car, and I've fallen asleep now twice with the fucking back hatch open, all the windows down. Good Lord. I wake up at like 2 in the morning and I'm like, my feet are hanging out the end of the car, dude. It's so creepy.
Oh, by the sunflowers.
All right.
The sunflowers.
Yeah, some fucking children of the sunflowers. Yeah, no, it's really scary.
The corn sunflowers.
There's a whole crop of sunflowers planted right next to where the car was.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so scary.
So we fall asleep immediately, and then the next morning we wake up, and I believe, Mom, you took a look at the photos.
I did. So
on your phone.
I looked at them, and I'm like looking closer, and I'm looking closer, and I'm going, John,
those aren't light artifacts. No.
Let's take a look at this up close, and so.
Got them up on my laptop.
on the laptop, and then we could really kind of start looking closer.
And of course, they're all amazing. They're all amazing. So there's the first one that you got of the 6 is just the cloud, and it's like zoomed in, so you didn't get the whole like ET head. You got like mainly the one eye, and then you got some of the like disembodied souls or whatever the fuck. I don't even. Okay, so this cloud looks like just holograms. I don't even know what's up. In the eye, it has hard edges, and it's like, it looks like the eye was cut out. It looks like the eye was excised with a giant cookie cutter. It looks like cliff sides over an ocean with like
white cliffs
walls and stuff.
Insane.
It's weird. That was the first picture, and honestly, as amazing as that picture is, because it's so weird, it's the most unremarkable of all of them. The craft, or whatever this was, this craft, showed up in the following 5 photos. So it's not just one photo of this thing, which, by the way, we did not see with our eyes.
Nope. We felt it.
We felt it there, but we did not see this thing, and it had, I mean, it's a rainbow ship. It's a rainbow ship. It has layers of colors. It has whole like porthole, a whole row of yellow porthole windows that reflect off of the metallic ridge line underneath it. You can see all the details on this craft. Yeah. It's got one row that's got pipelines. It looks like the fucking like Millennium Falcon or something. This ship looks like something out of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It looks like
experience was like that.
If we were to create our dream like UFO, what my mom photographed would be it.
Yeah.
It would be it.
Yeah.
A rainbow ship. It had, let's see, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then a reddish. Those are all the colors that are on this. Those are all the colors that are on this thing.
Yeah.
And we counted, through all the different photos, maybe like 7, 8, maybe 9 full decks on this thing.
Yeah.
You can see all of the layers. You can see all of... It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
When we got it back to the house, we put it up on my 60-inch flat screen TV, and we zoomed in even more.
Yeah, and by the way, in the pictures, when we did that, we were able to really, really, really look at the cloud, quote unquote, the cloud covered portions of the ship, and you can see really interesting details in there as well.
Yeah.
Interesting things to look at. There are these iridescent, rainbowy stripes. If you zoom in, you can actually see the rainbow stripes moving. Which, how does that even happen? But it is. We don't know what this is.
It's really weird. In a static photograph, you can see the quality of these full-on rainbow colors in these white stripes that are on this craft. It's
really
it's amazing.
beautiful.
And these pictures seem to be picking up all kinds of different stuff, namely a craft that seems to be either moving so fast that our eyes couldn't pick it up, or we were hypnotized not to see it, or this craft was tumbling through dimensions and we just happened to capture some of it with the camera. And on either way, no matter what way you decide to look at it, it's extraordinary, no matter what. It's extraordinary. There's one picture that seems to show maybe like an energy weapon even being shot at this thing. There's one picture that seems to show it like rolling up into another dimension or something. It's so weird.
Yeah, we are actually anxious for people for anybody like who's got any ideas how to analyze this.
Yeah. Well, and these pictures are being analyzed.
Yeah, and my husband, the very next day before we even mentioned this to anybody, I had him do any analysis he could with the little bit, of experience he has, and he did. He was able to show that it's a physical object that is emitting light that isn't within the visible.
Yeah, so basically he was able to show with a spectrographic analysis that it was an object that was emitting light, color, and all that. But he was also able to show that it did not appear to the eye.
To the naked eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was able to show that scientifically, and he's an amateur astronomer. So,
So we're excited.
People are looking at this stuff. Yeah. MUFON and other groups are. Some people are interested.
So
other people have a hard time seeing this thing.
It's been interesting since then. We've seen actually just all kinds of stuff that if we'd seen before now, that we would have been like, what? But at this point, really nothing surprises us, and a lot of interesting things keep happening for sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess on our drive back down to Arizona, we were coming into Arizona. Actually, we were kind of getting close to our destination there at Casa Grande, and I was driving, and Mima was in the passenger seat, and I looked over out the windshield, and I could see this white orb that was dancing around outside, and of course it caught my eye right away. And so I brought my mom's attention to it, and we were both looking at it at the exact same time, and right then it morphed right in front of our eyes.
Yep.
It morphed from a white orb to a full-on triangle that had its bottom side flashing us, and it had a red light on the top corner and two green lights on the bottom two corners.
Yeah.
And it flashed us for, I would say, maybe 2 seconds. It was like 1, 2, and then it turned into a red orb and flew off to the other side of the windshield and off to the right side of the car and off to the distance.
Bounced around kind of down by the...
It was too quick. Like, Mom got her camera out and wasn't able to get when it turned into the triangle, but she got when it turned into the red orb afterwards.
Like just a little tiny of...
But even that particular sighting...
Seems like
minus this other amazing sighting on its own would be amazing. Yeah. But considering what we actually encountered, and this craft that showed itself to us in pictures probably was about like a couple hundred feet across, like massive, and it was close up and showing itself to us. I mean, this is almost a month ago that this happened, and we're still coming to terms with the fact, because it's a reality-shattering event. It's one of those things that, even though we've had experiences our whole lives with all this stuff, and plenty of validation over the years in just experiential form, this takes things to a whole different level.
Yeah.
it's 100% validation of this completely, I would say foreign reality, but it's actually not foreign. You know, these beings, hyperdimensional beings, exist around us all the time, everywhere.
Well, and also,
we're being awakened to that reality.
Yeah, I would say also that it just made me a few things. One was like the butterflies and hurricanes kind of effect, where it just like every single moment of our lives, like every single thing had to come out exactly right there, and it felt like a fated moment. It felt like it was set up. It felt like a movie. It felt like
everything feels like a movie.
Everything feels like a movie, right? So everything feels.
We're the leads in our own film.
Yeah. So it. Really,
and by the way, we're making it exciting, like we want to. You know, like it's. We're realizing that we're in the driver's seat.
Exactly. Exactly.
As I said, in the driver's seat.
I was gonna plug the phone in, but whatever. Anyway. So yeah, it feels more than ever. It feels like a simulation, probably a video game. Feels like the end of round 1, and we're getting ready to gearing up for round 2, and it's fascinating. And all of a sudden, this is happening, and it makes a lot of sense, because I've been dealing with this ever since I can remember, and I think for John as well, for me as a mother, watching particularly my sons.
My earliest memories are probably from about the age of like 5 or 6, of being visited in the middle of the night, taken to, the secret school, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think that I've been initiated since I was born. Probably in utero.
Well, that's
manipulated.
Probably. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because seriously, my mother had experiences. And,
back in the 50s and stuff, right?
Maybe even, I'm not sure. It may have been back before then, but yeah, but we'll get into that subsequent cosmic road trips, and we'll talk about that. And anything else we want to say about this one, or I don't know how to make your phone.
Here, I got it.
And so
I think we got the whole thing.
Is there anything else we want to say about this? How has it changed us? It's been difficult to even integrate life. Everything feels like this completely different, right?
This feels like a litmus test for people. People who can see it and people who can't.
Yeah.
And like even close people in our lives who we thought, oh yeah, they'll be totally supportive. I don't know, like they can't handle it, or maybe they're even a little like jealous or something. I don't know. It's weird. And other people are just completely blind to it.
We're just super excited because for me, as an intuitive human being, as all the whatever adjectives I'd want to describe myself over the years, but I forgot what I was going to say. You're vaping
too much over there, man.
It's in the middle of the night. I don't remember what I was going to say.
No, it's okay. We can totally wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because we're at about a half hour, and I think that's probably a good time for a first little podcasty. All right. Well, I don't know who's going to be listening to this, but we appreciate it, and we wish you all well.
Yes.
And we look forward to sharing more stories in the future. This is fun. Yeah, it's a great exercise for us to come out of our shell and, share some true authenticity. True authenticity. All right. signing off. Bye.
Bye.